Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode episode. And here today, we've got 6 races for you guys once again. This is our 5th episode of the season, so it's the second to last of our rookie season. With that being said, we're going to get into this pretty quickly. We're going to struggle in this first race at Richmond. I've got my worst stuff here. I actually qualified 36th. Quite surprisingly, unfortunately, we missed out by one position of getting our goal, our sponsorship bonus, which is 35th or better in qualifying. So unfortunately, we're not going to get that. Hopefully we can finish top 35, but I really don't see that happening in this first race. Races to go after this, we'll have to wait and see. We're basically just kind of suffering through the rest of this season. I'm really trying to put back money for the following season, and then we can go from there. So yeah, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. And without further ado, let's get into tonight's race. So here we go. Green flag in the air. The car was very loose. Actually DNF'd in the first Richmond race. So anything better than a DNF in this race is automatically going to be better than what we ran here earlier in the season. And I don't know how I rolled through the outside as well as I did there, but I did. And we actually got to the bottom. I was going to get there. I kind of crowded Brett Modine a little bit. Actually, no, that was Kenny Schrader I crowded. My bad. My bad, Kenny. We're going to be squawking the tires. Now, the hope is to, again, make it through this race. I never touched him, by the way. I came close to touching Kyle Petty, but I didn't actually touch him. Car doesn't feel quite as loose as what it did in qualifying or practice, so I think I might have this set up about where I want it to be. Try not to make too many enemies this race, I guess. We're going to get freight trained. I have a 53 overall car. It's not going to be good. Sorry, Robbie. He didn't deserve that. Oh. Got it into the back of me there. I'm surprised I'm still at 37th, to be completely honest. I was gonna say, for the most part, I felt like I was able to drive the car in a lot deeper. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was a mistake. I was gonna say, I was getting it to stick despite driving it in a lot deeper. The first race here, I wasn't able to do that. Honestly, I wasn't even able to do this in practice or qualifying either. It's the only reason I'm somewhat competitive with these guys. I'm abusing that right front tire, though, to get it down to the yellow already this early in the race. Bit of contact with Ashton Lewis. We do have Talladega coming up on this video, so that hopefully will be a bright side. Last time I said that with the last 2 super speedway races we had, unfortunately I did not finish as well as I would have hoped. Maybe we can the next time around. Dang it. Got into the wall, then Lewis hit me, and I got right back into the wall again. Really grabbed the race car quite a bit. Honestly, I'm considering pitting twice in this race just to give me overall mechanical grip. because on speed, we're not going to catch those guys. We were lucky for 10, 11 laps to hang on to 41st, to be completely honest. I am more than willing to pit twice and finish a few laps down, because there's no chance of a lead lap finish unless we get a caution like any time in the next lap. And now if we get a caution, it's going to completely derail any sort of possibility of passing anybody in this race position-wise. Maybe not on track, but on strategy. So if we got a caution, we wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, I got back into the gas way too soon there. I mean, I'm abusing the right front so poorly, too. I don't even think we'd make it 20 laps into this run, unfortunately. F1 Kid Fan, Wade Selensky, thanks for tuning in. Yo, Y33, thanks for tuning in also. This car is painfully slow. The front tires in the red, it's slow, it's so ill handling. Richmond has definitely been my worst track of the career mode. This is going to be a track that it's going to hurt to run here when we do get quick. I'm hoping that... Oh, my God. Oh, my... Well, there we go. We DNF'd again. God bless America. We have DNF'd in both Richmond races we ran in. Literally DNF'd in both Richmond races we ran. I haven't DNF'd at any other races except for this track. I got into the wall and Johnson drilled me. I mean, I'm glad that's over at the same time. I hate to finish last, but we weren't going forward, I'll tell you that much. Oh my goodness. Jackson Thomas, thanks for tuning in also. Got the track name. The track name was Richmond. Oh boy. On to New Hampshire. Shop edition, one more race. Thank the heavens. Eight more races on the new engine. And new chassis in another race. We could potentially sell that chassis. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we'll get that new chassis. I think... Get 49,000. We're gonna sell this chassis because we only have one more race till the new one. Then we could focus on building another one in another race, a better one. And that gives us more money to make a repair on that body. $42,000. Probably should have repaired that engine first. How many races to repair the engine? 2. 2 races to repair the engine. Honestly, our car at New Hampshire, I don't think is going to be that bad. And we had a decent run there early in the season. Sponsorship. We're just one spot away from getting that secondary sponsorship goal. Top 35 in earnings, we might slip out of that. We were 31st or 32nd going into that race and finished last again. We're not getting our sponsorship goals, which is definitely hurting our earnings too. Just hurting our earnings in return even more. I think we'll have an okay car for New Hampshire. We'll bring our best stuff here. I qualified 15th there earlier this season, and we were 26th at the first pit stop in the early race. I think we might have a better car this time around. We'll give it a go. I think I have a decent setup for this racetrack too. 56 overall car, so that ties with our best race car we're going to bring to a racetrack. I think we could have a decent outing here at New Hampshire. We got Dover after this, and then Talladega, if I'm not mistaken. So, try not to tear this up too much because we're gonna need this engine for Talladega. Let's just hop right into qualifying, honestly. We didn't have our first New Hampshire race that long ago. It has to stick. That's the big thing. Drifting quite a bit in the corner there. '20th on lap 1. I'm pushing as hard as I can. Oh, I pushed too hard there. I think I pushed too hard. Lap 1 might be quicker. We definitely got our sponsorship goal. 27.641. 7th? Are you kidding me? Wow. Our best qualifying effort ever. Best qualifying effort ever. 7th. The best before that was 13th. I was not expecting to go out and set that kind of a lap. I'm gonna keep the setup the way it is. I mean, I can't run quite that hard during the race because then my tires will completely blow out. But we've got something. I didn't see that coming, I'll be honest. We get to actually see ourselves in the top 10 for qualifying too. That's awesome. I mean, we should finish top 35 this race. We definitely qualified there, so we got the first sponsorship goal. Let me know if there's any lagging issues going on right now too. Let's go. All right. All right. Qualified 7th. I don't expect us to stay up here the whole race by any means. I got to take care of my tires in the race. That's going to be big. But if we can do that, we could. I don't think we're going to get our career best finish. I just don't see us finishing better than 14th at New Hampshire. I know I qualified 7th, but I'd be shocked if that happened. Davion West, thanks for tuning in. Here we are, here we are, here we are. Look at that. Top 10. That's unbelievable. Our first huge milestone. We actually qualified top 10 this season. All right. Let's let her rip. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Lock the bottom. Oh, Michael Waltrip got into the back of me. Get the drive off. We only lost 2 spots on the opening lap. I don't care where the leader's at. Our tires are going to be so shot. I can't push that hard. I'll be fine early in the run doing that. The later this run goes, I got really loose getting in that time. Very loose in. Pretty loose down the straightaway also. I think I just need to. Don't worry about the skid and the tires and just drive it. I only got to go 15 laps before making a pit stop. Because if I try to back the corners up, they're going to get, I mean, they're still closing in on me in corner entry anyway. The wall scrape didn't help. Right front's already in the yellow. 5 laps in. Contact with Dale did not help the turn in the car there whatsoever. I gotta make it to the end of this race. Freaking dirt tracking it all the way around this place. Oh, we just wrecked him. Yeah, Newman's not going to be too happy about that. There's no caution, though, which is good because we would have caused the accident. Johnson's probably a rival from Richmond. That's not good. Let's get around me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jimmy. I wrecked us. Get out of the way, 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 get out of the way. Get out of the way. There's a lot of carnage back there. God bless it. Oh, Jimmy is so going to be ticked. Why do I always do that? Every time we have a good run going, I push too hard. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. That's like the third or fourth time I've done that this season. I just would have let him go. There was nobody directly behind us. Nobody's pitting here. I can't pit for fuel or tires because I caused the incident. Well, we got to get a top 35 finish at the very least. And it sucks I wrecked this race car because we might have to use a lot of these parts and stuff for Dega, and we're not going to have it, unfortunately. Not to where I want it to be.
Looks like we were the only car on pit road during that entire caution.
Yeah, I wrecked out at Richmond. Let's go Racing Girls. I didn't even see him. Let me chat. 42nd. Yeah, one car DNF'd out of that wreck. 99, Jeff Burton's out. Come on. Top 35. That's all we need. That car's pitting. Mike Skinner's gonna be so ticked off at me. Sorry, Mike. Oh boy. Man, these tires are shot all the way up the racetrack that time. Pushing so freaking hard in this race. Well, Jeff Bird's back on the racetrack, and he is probably absolutely ticked at me for wrecking out because of the wreck I caused. Oh, man, I was not trying to do that. Oh, what the... What was that all about? Jeff Burton holding everybody up. So was I. Alright, we got pit this time. Pit this time, pit this time, pit this time. Pit this time. Oh my gosh, we sped. By 1 mile an hour, I sped on pit road. Is that the second time I've sped on pit road this season? First time was Talladega. I think it was Dega. That was clean stop too. That's painful. This is a good race for. I mean, we qualified 7th. I was running 12th and I wrecked. I can't get out of my own way. And now because of that speeding penalty, we're so far behind the back of the field. And even though I have a quicker car than a lot of those cars, we're so far back, there is no chance we're going to get a top 35 finish anymore. At least I don't think. Because I can push hard, catch him now, but then my tire's going to be shot at the end of the run. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. Short run is there, but I pushed so hard on the tires. Zero chance I can hang on. Oh, Jeff, move up the track. Jesus. He was so far off the wall when I got underneath him. I was expecting him to go all the way up. Are you kidding me? There was actually a caution. Am I a lap down or am I on the lead lap? I'm confused. I think I'm on the lead lap. We got a caution, ladies and gentlemen. I can pit for tires. And we can get a top 35 finish still. We actually got a natural yellow, our third of the season. And I think I'm on the lead lap, 10 laps to go. It's Jeff Burton. What did he do? You saw my tires smoke. Something happened to Jeff Burton. I don't know what happened, but something happened to him. And he has just caused a late caution. Our third natural yellow of the season. And just like the first two times we had it, it's going to bail us out. We can pit for tires here. We're at the back of the pack anyway. And, I mean, we can make some moves. We can make some moves on freshies. At least I would like to think I can. We've got to go hard now. I mean, we qualified 7th. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. It broke his damn ankle. Man down. Must be hard to have 2 left feet. I like how it's a non-pressured pit stop too. Like, it's a pit stop where there's nobody else on pit road for position. I guess Sterling Marlin pitted from 18th. And we actually beat him out of the pits even with the slow start. Man, Jimmy's got a lot of damage. Alright, 41st on the restart, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I got back into the gas too soon there. That didn't help. Okay, we gotta go. We've got to go. Come on, fresh tires. We've got 6 laps to get a top 35 finish. We can push hard and not have to worry about the tires falling off, and we should be quicker than everybody else too. Man, we need this. Oh, we can't wreck. Don't wreck. Don't wreck, Keegan. Oh, no, Michael. Dang it. Per usual, can't get out of my own way. Just can't get out of my own way, man. 4 to go. Got a spot and I lost a spot. Waltrip's so mad at me and I don't blame him. There's going to be a lot of room on the bottom. There we go. No, Mikey. Jesus. Where is his deal? Alright, I get it, man. How many times do you have to hit me before you prove your point? Well, we're in the top 35, 2 to go. It's going to be another couple spots there. Last lap. '26th. I ain't losing this spot either. Might get Steve Park up here. Gonna try it. There we go. 24th. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh my goodness. Thank God we caught that caution because I had a speeding penalty. I took myself out of it. We got the caution. We took fresh tires. And we were able to get a good finish out of it. We got our sponsorship bonuses, top 35 in both qualifying and the race. And we survived New Hampshire. With a decent run. I'll take it. Might need new Wi-Fi. Yeah, is there a... I didn't look at the chat, but is there like a lag issue going on right now? Goodman, Tigers up. Mike George, also welcome to the stream. Pit mistakes the lowest setting? No. I don't even know if I can or not, to be completely honest. Yeah, we got the new chassis. Alright. Making gains, ladies and gentlemen. We might have DNF first race at Richmond, but the second race, New Hampshire, 24th. We got bailed out with a caution because we had a speeding penalty, but fact of the matter is that we bailed ourselves out. So now we got to focus with the next shop edition, which is going to have to be on the body, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we got to go body. Let's go body downforce, 150,000. Body drafting, 150,000. So, yeah. Let's get this next shop edition. That'll run through the end of the season, and Daytona will be good to go there. As far as the garage goes, we can repair this. No, we can't repair that engine yet because I paid for the shop edition, so we can't get the new. We can't repair the engine yet, which is fine. Tire grip is going to be pretty good there. Wow, that's going to be huge. 65 tire grip with the next upgrade. We're making gains. Top 24. Oh, I'll definitely need a Wi-Fi booster. Alright. On to Dover. Oh, shoot. Sponsors. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So we started the Kmart as the secondary sponsor, qualified 35th. Participate in the race to get paid. We'll take the highest prestige again. So Hillsboro's back on the card there for the team sponsor. Driver sponsor, same thing. We'll have Kmart. And the associate sponsor, ranked 35th in points, 40th in points, finish out of Casey Mears. Where are we in the point standings? Are we top 40 yet? I feel like I'm top 4. I feel like I am 40th in points. So as long as we finish ahead of Mike Skinner every race, we'll stay there. Or we try to beat Casey Mears, but the thing is Mears... Oh, Dale Jr. is points leader now. 24 points ahead. But for us... Oh, we're still 41st. I'm 11 points behind Skinner. That's unfortunate. Even with that 24th place finish, we're still 11 points behind Mike Skinner. Yeesh. What was it? Top 35 in earnings? And I'm 33rd in earnings. I only have, what is that, 30,000 more in earnings than Kyle Petty for 35th, or than Brett Bodine for 36. So we are top 35 in earnings barely. 33rd, but at least we are. Was that one of the things? Associate sponsor 35th. Oh no, it was 35th in points, 40th. So it wasn't even earnings. Well, that sucks. I mean, none of this is guaranteed. Top 40 in points. We'll literally only have to beat Mike Skinner basically to get that. Or we beat Casey Mears for more money. I think we're just going to have to take 40th in points. I don't even know. I mean, that's not guaranteed either, which is unfortunate. And then for our primary sponsor, I'm not going to be able to really average 40th or 35th, I don't think. Finish 40, so top 40 would get me sponsorship gold there. Average 35th. See what the average finish is. Should have checked that while I was just looking at the stats, but Dimus Man, thanks for tuning in. Welcome from Poland. Man, if we didn't have that pit road speeding penalty, well, see, the thing is, with the caution, I would have pitted anyway, probably, because I wouldn't have been able to hold on to an old tire. So, me speeding on pit road was basically nullified with that Jeff Burton caution with 10 to go. So, thank you, Jeff Burton. All right, where are we at here? Average start, 35.1. Average finish, 36.7. So, let's go back. Primary sponsor. Average finish 40th. Finish 40th. Average, yes. Average finish is like a 30. Average finish, that's guaranteed money for 40th based off of where we're at right now. So, I think it's not worth the 3,000 bonus plus. It's not worth $4,000 extra dollars for the risk. So we're gonna go Advanced Auto Parts. Welcome back to the race car, and on to Dover we go. Isn't this supposed to be a night race, if I remember correctly? Not in real life, it wasn't, because they still don't have lights. But in this game, I think it races as a night race. Alright, we're going to have some pretty decent equipment here for Dover, too. '56 overall race car again. Get some bonuses. '40th in points. And, what was it? 40th in points, and then average finish of 40th, which is pretty much guaranteed. So that's good. We're basically guaranteed. So we just have to focus on beating Mike Skinner to get that other bonus. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure how the car is going to handle, actually. from the first race here to where we're at now. So top 35 qualifying doesn't really matter anymore, but we're still going to try to qualify as best as we can because we need to beat Mike Skinner race in, race out. Car's actually gripping up really well. I gotta figure out my cornering though. .86 for 39th. I honestly thought we could have done a little bit better there. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna practice a little bit more, try to work on that line. Gotta take care of the car because we're gonna more than likely have to use all the same equipment for Talladega. That's gonna be a big race for us too on this stream. Probably our last shot at a top 10 finish on the season. We still have yet to finish in the top 10. I gotta figure out the cornering here. Once I'm around other cars, I can kind of gauge off of when they're going to pick up the gas and where I will. I'll have a better gauge at it, so I think in the race I'll be okay. Just got to make sure I don't overdrive the entry and slide up into them. That's going to be the big thing. Because grip level, at least, you know, early in a run, it feels pretty good. Now, technically, to get top 40 in points, we are going to have to beat Mike Skinner by a couple positions in this race specifically. If not, I think Talladega we can finish way ahead of him. I'd definitely leapfrog him there, but obviously I don't want to wait for Talladega because if we can get the extra 32,000 this race and next race instead of just next race, then that would be obviously more beneficial. Practice the green flag pit stop, which is always tough at Dover. Definitely don't want to speed like I did in New Hampshire. I don't think I'll get bailed out with a caution again. Although, I mean, we went like 20 races into the season without a caution for incident. A natural yellow, I should say. And now we've had 3 natural yellows in about the last like 5 or 6 races. So they're starting to become a little bit more frequent all of a sudden. But I still don't think we could base it off of that. Oh boy. A bit of a pit crew blunder there. Let's get it out in practice. We had a pit crew blunder at New Hampshire when it didn't matter under caution late in the race either. So. Then the first pit road blunder was me speeding. At 19.1 seconds, that was not quick at all. Our team is definitely capable of doing better. Yes, we want to beat Mike Skinner, but we gotta think big picture. Talladega, do not wreck this race car. I repeat, do not wreck. Whoa, where were we in speed there? Wow, we beat quite a few guys. Montgomery, Fittipaldi, Sprague. Okay, we only beat a handful of them. I saw McMurray like just above us. He's like top 20 in points, so that made me feel a little confident about myself there. All right, let's let her rip. This is tight. I was very patient. I could have bent in the gas a little longer, but Bobby Labonte was not giving me a lot of room. I've got the 25 car underneath this. I had to lift on the outside to keep it off the wall. Oh my, I'm there! What was that all about? I mean, Bobby Labonte crowded me, but that was like egregious. I was obviously there. And Jeff Green just turned down right on top of me. I don't know where Mike Skinner's at in the running order, but I think we're definitely behind him. It's a little easier to sail it off into the corner, especially there in turn 1. I seem to be a little tighter when there's nobody around you. Start to get cars closer to us, that's going to become a problem sliding up that wide. There we go. I actually kept it low all the way through the corner that time. Alright, we see Mike Skinner up there. Underneath Christian Fittipaldi. Stay there. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Christian. And clear. All right, we're up 39th. Right back to where we qualified. We're definitely faster than 39th in the race from a speed standpoint. Got to get to Mike Skinner. Big thing for myself, once again, don't push too hard trying to get there. Gotta follow Petty so I can get in line behind. Oh, big run off of turn 4. We're gonna be 3. What a move, Keegan Schneider. 3 wide, and we made it work at Dover. Now that might have been the definition of pushing a little too hard, but it worked. Good run off turn 4, kept the 57 car behind us, didn't have to crowd him. Getting good runs off the exit of these corners. I'm log jammed right now. Mike Skinner's like right there. Big run, big run. We're gonna try it again. 3. Got it to stick once. And we got it to stick twice. Haven't cleared the 41 yet. Dang it. I didn't want to slide up too far. I let the 27 underneath me, but we got a good drive off turn 4. We're going to stay in front of him down into 1. Let's freaking go. We're up to 32nd. We got by Mike Skinner. Drove it in a little too deep trying to get to Hermie Sadler. It was a deep dive, getting into the corner, got it to stick, got by Hermie. Let's go, 31st. Don't let him cross us over. Let's go. Cut the apron a little bit there. Just needed that 24th at New Hampshire. Give us a little momentum. And look at what we're capable of when I don't make mistakes. Still got 25 laps left for me to make a mistake. But still got to get through pit stops too. Big run on Park. Let's go. Top 30. Slide up a little too far wide that time. Contact with Steve Park. Still got a decent run even with the contact there. Oh boy, that was a little too deep into the corner, but we did get by Bodine for 29th. Yeah, I was gonna say, tires are starting to wear out a little bit more at this point in the run. But we made the pass nevertheless. Got some cars pitting this time. We're coming in. There we go. There we go. Anyone here watching Payback? I plan on watching as soon as the stream's done. Probably start it from the beginning. Don't spoil it. How old's my router? My Wi-Fi router is new because I just moved to this apartment a few months ago, so it was new with it. It's not the router, I just need a booster. In my room specifically. Clean stop. We don't need that. Just gotta get in rhythm here. Gotta get back in rhythm. Hit it a little bit before the halfway mark. Don't push it that hard. Come on, Keegan. We're ahead of Matt Kenseth, which is kind of insane because I don't even know where he was running prior to the pit stops. He had a pretty clean stop, too. 17 back underneath us again. Man, that stunk. We had to enter the outside of the corner with Kenseth right there. Made slight contact. Got lucky that didn't push way up the racetrack after the fact. The 28th. We were 29th when the pit stop started. There's somebody blowing up. That's a spot. Elliott Sadler. Oh boy, a little contact. Casey Mears, we're okay. Stalled both of our momentum out. Still there. Got him. I don't know if we're going to have enough speed to drive away. I hope so. But hit our marks. No reason why we can't. Clip the apron a little bit. Can we have back-to-back top 25 finishes? Not if I carry too much speed into the corner like I just did. It's going to be cars on fresher tires behind us trying to run us down. Because we were of that first group of cars that pitted. Notice that 30 car is kind of closing in on us. He blew around the 41. A lot quicker than what it took for us to pass him. If he gets to us, I just got to make sure I don't push it too hard and risk wrecking, because we've got a good run going for us. We had a good pit stop. I never made a mistake. The leaders might get to us for the end of the race, too. 10 laps left. There's a good chance we end up going a lap down before the finish yet. Move the corner a little bit, clip the apron. Dang it. Twice in a row I messed up. Would have had a good run off turn 4 if I didn't scrape the wall. Somehow staying in front of Steve Park. Pushing so hard on corner entry, trying to make sure Park doesn't get to the inside of me. So easier. Oh, Park overdrove it. Okay, Park overdrove one. I kind of did too, but not as badly as he did. These two up here are battling for position. We've kind of reeled them in a little bit. That ain't gonna help. Oh, that was the race leader, I think. Sorry, Tony. Oh, no! 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 That's a terrible crash. That was a terrible crash. Oh, my gosh. We're a lap down now, too, aren't we? No, man! I turned too early. I was trying to get in line behind him, and I hooked him. That's all that happened. Was 7 to go. That's literally all that happened there. Oh my gosh. Feels so bad for Steve Park. Kurt Busch just destroyed my race car. Oh man. I was just trying to get in line behind him and I hooked him. Why do I have good runs and I mess it up? And now we're a lap down. And I'm not going to pit because the race might end. Oh, Jesus. Now we have to hold on for dear life. We have 2 laps left. 2 to go. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle Petty. We're going to be so slow now with this damage. White flag, come on, last lap. And contact behind us will help me out a little bit. Dang, I was in 26 too. Oh no, I ran over debris! Are you kidding me? Somebody... Are you kidding me? There was debris on the racetrack and we ran it over. I blew my right front. There's more debris. Who was it? Are you kidding me right now?
The race came down to the wire with a very close finish.
Wow, you're right. That was an incredible finish to an even more incredible race. This NASCAR Winston Cup Series is so exciting to watch.
The 199 car suffered some damage in this one and ultimately paid the price for it.
Well,
Somebody... It wouldn't have mattered if I pitted. I ran over the debris. Somebody in front of us shedded debris in the final corner of the final lap and we ran it over.
The 97 car.
And I blew a right front, what was that, Terry Labonte to my outside? And we wrecked.
Well, it's been a great night of racing. We thank you for joining us.
We were 26th. I mean, for starters, I blew it. I blew it. But we would have ended up finishing 32nd or 33rd if somebody didn't shed debris in front of us anyway. So it didn't... I'm not going to say it didn't matter. We wouldn't have been in that position if I didn't wreck before that. I didn't wreck before that. We finished 26th, 27th. And instead, Mike Skinner beats us. And now we wrecked our Talladega car. That is pitiful. I saw the debris right before I hit it. Like, there was no... Labonte was on my outside. There was no way I could have missed it. Full speed. There's no cautions on the last lap in this game. And even if there was a caution, we would have had to race back to the line anyway. So, that is unbelievable what just happened. We killed the engine. We killed the engine we were supposed to use at Talladega with that wreck. Well, both of them, really. We have to wait at least one more race on the next repair. Talladega time it is. But I just wrecked my Talladega car for anybody just tuning in at Dover. In the last lap, somebody shedded debris right in front of me, and I ran it over. And we caused a crash between myself and Terry Labonte while we were running 32nd. We had such a clean race for like 34 of the 40 laps, and then I accidentally wrecked Steve Park, which set up that last caution. That cost me 6 positions. I was 26th. That was my best race on a non-super speedway road course up to that point. hands down. I mean, we were passing cars cleanly. Jesus. I mean, what are the odds that somebody sheds debris right in front of us on the last lap as we're coming through 3 and 4? And that costed us not only 8 positions, but a wrecked race car, a car that we were supposed to use at Talladega, too. And I was like, well, I'm going to use it here because I think I could get a good run. And I did until I didn't. I mean, that's the price I pay for being risky. And now Talladega is going to be a grind just to get a halfway decent run. I mean, our engine's killed. I mean, we had a 61 power, and now we're at a 52. Come on, man. I mean, the chassis is not that bad. Tire wear's at a 50, but it's Talladega, so we shouldn't be in that bad of shape. The durability's killed on it. That is unbelievable. And we didn't get our sponsorship goal because we finished 42nd. Oh my God. I mean, that was... We had it. We had it. In the palm of our hands, we had back-to-back top 30 finishes. And I blew it, and then somebody else blew it in front of me, which cost me even more. I don't know what our overall car is going to be here. It ain't going to be good, I'll tell you that much. 54. It was 56. Better than a 53, which we had in the Daytona 500, I guess, but it's still... The engine power is a big thing. Like, the engine power in the 500, I think I had like a 53 anyway, so we're going to be right at about that. And I'm probably not going to qualify as well. See, I didn't qualify well in the first Dega race, which costed me. I have to qualify well here. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. I had high hopes for this race, as I have for the other 3 super speedway races. Daytona, we had a good car going in, and I got in a wreck. Go figure. It's that last race. That was the seventh race I've gotten in a crash in this season, and they're never when I'm not running good, except for Richmond. The 2 Richmond races I DNF'd in, which are the only 2 DNFs of the year. Those are the only 2 races I wasn't running good when I wrecked. The other 5, I was literally having, at that point in time, the best run of the season other than the Daytona 500, and then I wrecked. The only difference is with Dover is it was late in the race. Like the other races, it was like super early, never gave myself a chance. We literally had 6 laps to go. We were a lap down, so we actually had 5 to go. And then I set up a restart with 2 to go when the debris came out right in front of me. We need to not qualify last year. Even if I'm like 38th, 39th off the start, that's better than last. I can get in front of somebody. We could share draft a little bit, and we can kind of go from there. But if we're dead last, let's get top 35. I think I can get a top 35 no matter what. It's just disappointing because this is a track that I know I could get a top 15 every race. I mean, look at the Daytona 500. There's no reason why we can't get a top 15 every super speedway race if I just have the equipment going into the race. And this 2 Talladega races I haven't. Both Daytona races I did, but Talladega both races I wrecked it here. I didn't wreck it at Texas.
Sure like to make the race interesting, don't you?
Starting last? Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I could have not used that car at Dover, but we wouldn't have been running as well as we did, which in hindsight wouldn't have mattered because I finished 42nd anyway, so. Story of my life. Yeah, we got nobody behind us. Lap 6, lap 12, no earlier. Yeah. sucks, man. So upset with myself. Putting us in that situation to begin with. I'll never know whose debris that actually was either. We'll never know. Oh, hang on. Something happened off turn 2. Go for it. Oh, 4 wide. I don't know how that happened. Something happened back in the back, but thank you. That gave me some drafting help. Now, they're quite a ways off the lead pack, but we've got some drafting help. Problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have enough speed with the 52 engine power to stay with them. You would think, I mean, like Daytona only had one more engine power. You know what? The problem is, I think the draft is at a 50. I think my drafting ability is at a 50 now because of the wrecked car. I think that's part of the problem. So my engine power from the 500 was only one more, but my drafting was a couple more than what it is now. I got some positions, but I can't keep up with anybody, even with cars behind me, which I would have thought that would have at least helped me a little bit. I mean, I guess technically it's helping a little bit, but it ain't helping enough. I don't know what happened. They probably had some sort of a stack up off turn 2. A couple cars got together. Come on, Hermie, don't pull away from me, please. It's the corners where I lose them for whatever reason. Keep up through the straightaway, but in the corners I can't. I'm gonna get to the next straightaway and I'm nowhere close to it anymore. I mean, it's like they hit another gear. Right in the middle of the corner. A lot of cars pitting early. Gonna go one more lap. Losing all that drafting help too. Caution. Oh, we got cars sitting. Oh, one car's upside down. Well, that's interesting. I was going to pit that time, too. Oh, my goodness. Is that Terry that was upside down then? On fire? He's out. Might have quite a few debris cautions from this. We're going to have to pit. I don't know how this is going to play the rest of the race out. There's got to be quite a few other cars that still have to pit, right? We're going to take 4 because there's nobody else down here with us. I don't know. I mean, this is... I don't know what this is going to do for the rest of the race. Can we make it from here? By the time we go green, is it possible to make it from here? Everyone going to run out of gas now? Yeah, that's what I'm expecting because there were quite a few cars that haven't pit yet. There is a lot of them that did pit or were already on pit road when that caution came out.
Looks like we were the only car on pit
We're in 36 now. There might have been quite a few drivers trapped a lap down, too. We're going to have less than 10 to go, so they're going to be behind us. We're not going to make it on gas because we have 9 laps to go. Is this where they're running out? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. No cautions. No just keep it green. Keep it green. Keep this race green. We didn't have the car, but we got the luck. Stay green, boys. Stay green. Stay green. I don't know if I let one of these guys in front of us or not. Not that it might not matter, but don't let him in. Don't let it. I don't know how hard. Nobody went with him. I think that's it. Oh, we still got cars down here on the apron. Oh my gosh, they're like on the track still. Some of them. Do I pit now? Caution. No, well, definitely don't. Well, we're 5th. Oh my god. I was half tempted to pit there, but I'm glad I didn't because caution came out right as I was getting to about that time of the tri-oval. We're in 5th. Do I stay out? Do I stay out of the pits or do I pit here? See what these guys in front of me do. I think we got to stay out. I mean, we were the last to pit. I'm staying out. I'm staying out. Do I have enough gas? Will we get any cautions? 3 to go. I don't know if that was the right move, though. I definitely don't think I'm going to have enough to make it now. We need, I was hoping more cars were going to run out of gas there. Hey, this is our first laps led of the season. Got 5 bonus points. Ain't no way we're making it, though. You've got to be kidding me. There can't be too many cars on the lead lap, though, right? I was just hoping for a caution. Greg Biffles. The Biff is out in front. 2 to go. Caution, like, right now would be perfect. We're not getting it. I don't know how many cars are on the lead lap. I should have pitted that time too. God bless America. I screwed this up. I should have went fuel only on pit road there, but I was honestly, I didn't know how many laps we were going to have left, and I didn't know if we were going to have more cars running out on the restart or not. There is a gap back there, but yeah, we're out. Well, it's all going to depend on how many cars are going to finish on the lead lap. I mean, that's going to be the big thing. God bless America. We could have had a top 10. We could have had a top 10. I messed it up again. Are you kidding me? It was right there. There can't be that many cars on the lead lap. Splash and go. Was there seriously that many cars on the lead lap? Fuck! Go. 25th. I didn't think there were that many cars on the lead lap. I guess there was. I mean, what the heck? Greg Biffle's going to win at Talladega. Either him or Jack Sprague. That could have been us. Oh, no. Why? I feel so terrible for myself. This 2 races in a row. This was a top 10. This was a top 10. And we finished 25th. Oh my God. I didn't know. I've never been in this situation before, and I didn't know. It would have been more beneficial if we just stayed green. Because then I would have known that everybody was going to have to pit one more time. Biffle won it. First career win.
Well, that was good news to the guys who ran out front. More cautions would just have meant more restarts, which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The 199 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew when they get back to the shop. They can immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything for this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. Next up is Kansas.
Could have had so much more in earnings. We're probably not top 40 in points either. I bet Mike Skinner beat us. No, we beat Skinner. Could have beat him by more. Oh, we could have jumped LePage in points too, because he was behind us. This is tough, man. This is tough. At least I got a top 25. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get that coming into the race, so there's that. But we didn't capitalize. I mean, I fail to capitalize every single opportunity I get a chance, except for the Daytona 500. For whatever reason, that is the biggest race I didn't screw up, but all the other ones I have. It's unbelievable. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. And we still have our wrecked car. We're going to be terrible at Kansas. We've got nothing. We've got not enough money to put in. We're literally, I mean, that was our last good chance and we failed miserably. And now Now we're in a situation where we're just gonna have to ride around and suck the rest of the year. I mean, there's nothing we can do. Ain't no way we're qualifying top 35 anywhere else. Have a limp at home. Focus on Daytona for next season and try to do it all over again. Catherine H, thanks for tuning in. Top 25. That wasn't the way to do it, though. Oh my gosh. It sucks that we were in third with 2 laps to go. And we finished 25th. Like, that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow. We actually led laps. That is tough. It's tougher because we're in the predicament we're in. Like, just got to get over that hump. And we're so close so many times. And we just can't get it done. And now we're out of chances because we're going to be struggling the rest of the year now. We're going to have to bring our worst stuff to the racetrack. Appreciate you guys trying to make me feel better. Oh my gosh. Got 2 more races left on the stream. Kansas and Charlotte, I think. First trip to Kansas. We're just going to have to be miserably off the pace. I mean, we have to ride around at the back. I messed up so many times this season. Not, by so many, I mean like 4 or 5. But the opportunities were there. And that could have brought in, you know, way more money with like top 15 finishes, and I just couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the races off, including not once, but twice on this video. It would have been 3 times if we didn't catch a late caution at New Hampshire. I sped on pit road there, and I was in 42nd. We ended up getting a caution with 10 to go, luckily. I mean, like that was the difference right there. I mean, otherwise that would have been a poor finish too. But we scrambled and got a 24th there. And we got the caution that day good. 2 of them. Not just 1, we got 2 of them. Didn't matter. And we got a very, very bad race car going to the next couple of races. Don't cry. I kind of want to. This is so miserable. Better to be lucky than good. It's better to be... It sucks to be lucky and, like, still not, like... All I had to do was pit under that caution. Like, that's literally all I had to do. But I stayed out because I was scared to pit. They were all pitting, too. That's the worst part. Like, I saw the leaders pitting and I still stayed out. Like, I could have just pitted with them, went fuel only, and I might have cycled into the lead still. And then we would have had to play defense like that, which I was in 3rd anyway, so like... Because we were 5th when the caution initially came out, so yeah, fuel only stopped. There's no reason why I couldn't have gained 4 spots. Literally, if I could do it over again, I would, but I can't. And now we're here. We're not even going to focus on setup. I mean, I'm not even going to waste my time. I just want this to be over now. Appreciate all you guys tuning in, though. Late Saturday night here. Oh, man, this thing's tight. We're going to be, yeah, we're going to be epically slow pretty much the rest of the year. I wonder how many races we're going to be slow for next season. I really want to try to, like, avoid that as much as possible, but... If we have a good finish and I manage everything well after Daytona, the 500 next season. I think we'll be okay next year, but if we don't get a good finish in the Daytona 500, we're going to be struggling all next season too. We need to focus and save everything we can to prepare for Daytona next season. We have 7 races left on this season. 43rd. I mean, that's a given. I literally have the worst race car possible I could bring to the track. So for that reason, I'm just going to put downforce into it so I know that we'll have mechanical grip to run laps. It's tough. This is tough. I mean, story of the second half of the season, we've been getting cautions. Maybe we get more. Without having the speed in the car, I don't really know what we can do off of that, but this is just a painful situation to be in, and it could have easily been avoided. Like I said, I got no one to blame but myself. I mean, I got bailed out once, but I couldn't get bailed out the next 2 times. I still almost bailed myself out. And oh, we got trouble. We got trouble. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in front of them. That's the problem. Similar to Talladega, or second lap, they messed up there. And this thing is so tight. Poor Terry. Stuck behind me. Flipped at Talladega, finished last, and now he's running last behind me. Kansas. Yeah, this thing's just a little too snug. Obviously, I didn't practice, as you saw, but it is what it is. I'm not going to be able to run the Bud Shootout next season because I didn't qualify on the pole. Qualified 7th, career high. Stream started off so promising. Outside of Richmond, which was a DNF. That we should have known. I don't even know what's worse at this point. That, or I don't even think the DNF was the worst, anywhere close to the worst thing on this stream. Just because we were already running at the back anyway in that race. I mean, that car is equal to this car from a speed standpoint. Car's definitely way too snug. I did mess with the wedge post-qualifying because I felt it was a little too loose. I think I'm going to move it a half round down during the first stop and see if that's like the happy medium. If not, I'd rather have it on the looser side just because it's so tight that I'm giving up so much more ground. Wreck, you can get top 35. It'd have to be a big wreck. Because, I mean, we're at the point now where we're so slow. And not only slow, but ill handling and slow. that we get cautions and we can't capitalize off it like we did at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, we had a good car for what it was worth. By good, good by our standards. Like a top 20 car. It was in 12th and then I wrecked. That could have been our best run of the season. Talladega, if I would have had the car, definitely could have been up there, but we'll never know just because. And even without the car, though, I could have on strategy. I know I keep dwelling on it, but it is just a tough situation to be in here. Yeah, the only way we can get a better finish is if the caution comes out in the middle of green flag pit stops. That traps a lot of the field a lap down. That would be the only way. We've got some cars pitting this time, so. That will literally be the moment of truth. And we have to obviously stay in the lead lap, which will probably be in danger of going a lap down here in a few laps. I'd say lap 13 or 14. Looks like there's a lot of cars on pit road. On the track map. Yeah, almost half the field just pitted. Usually don't see that many cars short pit. Keep it off the wall. Well, if we got a caution right now, we get a top 20. It'd have to come out this lap because I'm going a lap down next lap. Caution. Come on, caution. Let's go, caution. Unless Dale pits this time. No, he's not. Caution. Right now, caution. 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 Nothing. Well, we tried. Time to fill her up. Did what I could. I tried.
Let's get a new left rear tire.
And we're gonna have to pit this time. Man, Dale's way ahead of everybody else. I mean, he was the only lead lap car that caught us. Stewart's coming. He ain't gonna get to us in time, though. And we're in. Take that half round of wedge out of it. Getting is always tough. You're in the 60s for your car upgrades. I mean, at our best, we're in the 60s. We've been in the 50s for most of the season. We've probably actually had 60 in anything for maybe 6 or 7 races this year, and that's been it. And it's been the races I've tried to do that. I think it was for both New Hampshire races, which was kind of last second wing. Dover, obviously, recently, and then super speedways and road courses. I mean, that was literally it. Can I get up to speed? That was ridiculous. About her sliding that much, just trying to get up to speed. We haven't even had any engine failures in this race either. Oh man, Mikey trying to split us 3. Oh, Mikey got in the wall. I lifted. I tried to let him go, and he still ended up in the wall. I do feel like the wedge adjustment helped. Definitely doesn't feel as tight as it did. Yeah, I mean, the good news is with Talladega, if we ever have that kind of an issue again, I know what to do going forward. Just kind of have to live and learn. Man, Bill Elliott's all over the place. Still no DNFs in this race. Still a little tight, but nowhere near as bad as it was. 4 laps to go. Mike Skinner just went a lap down. He's only 1 spot in front of us. I don't know where that's going to rank us in points. Average finish had to be better than 40th. Which it should be the 25th at Dega no matter what.
Save your tires.
Then to get top 40 in points, I mean, we might have it. I don't think we do. It's because I didn't get that much income at Talladega. Mike Skinner's 1 spot ahead of us here. I mean, at least it's only 1. Somebody just dropped out of the race. I see him on the front stretch right now. The 41. Casey Mears blew an engine. So Mears blew an engine on the second to last lap. So we will not finishing 43rd. Brings us up to 42nd. And unless somebody else blows up on the last lap, it looks like we're a lap down with a 42nd place finish. That was rough, and we've got like 6 more races left, so those are probably going to be rough too. Yeah, Greg Biffle winning at Talladega.
Not many drivers let a lap in this race.
I had to lose to anybody at Dega. I'm glad it was Greg Biffle at least. All right, it's a decent payout race. Top 42. Yeah. We just got to struggle here through the rest of the season. We got one more race on this stream, and then we'll finish up the season on the next stream, which will probably be on Monday. Definitely not streaming tomorrow. So we're going to look at Monday. Got like $100 grand. So we have 6 races left. If we focus on Daytona, and we just run our worst stuff the rest of the season, then we're going to overhaul basically everything. We're going to overhaul everything. We're going to start with the engine at 59,000. 6 races, which will take us to the end of next season. So at the start of next year, we only have 4 races till the new engine. Well, that was maybe not the best. Well, we'll have 2 engines. We'll have 2 engines at the start of next year by doing that. Okay, so there's that. We'll have 2 engines at the start of next season. And we just got to make sure we overhaul 1 chassis. $57,000. So we have 57,000 there. New one, not gonna have enough money for a new one quite yet. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Or early tomorrow. No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. Not with a 500-mile NASCAR race I got to commentate for. Take a day off of this. Alright, I'll back out of this. 2 engines for the start of next. I wish, I kind of forgot I had one building already, otherwise I would have put that money into the body and or chassis right away. We got to go body next just because of the drafting with Daytona. And then we have this for a backup plan if I can't. So, yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. On Charlotte. Even though you might not finish well, these races still entertaining, really enjoyable to watch. You can see your progress in the career. Well, I appreciate that. It'll mean a lot when we get to where we hope to be in the future. Right now, we are suffering, and we just kind of have to suffer, unfortunately. Get through the rest of this season, then we have a clean, fresh slate for next season. You know, to break Richard Petty's all-time win record, we're not off to a good start. No wins in our first season. That's tough. We were already at Charlotte, so setup-wise, we got something. I actually wrecked at Charlotte last time we were here. Because I was having a decent run, so of course I wrecked. Oh, what I was trying to do, trying to drive it wide open there, that was never going to work. We're slow, we ain't that slow. Well, we are that slow, I guess, on certain tracks, but not this one. You know, we were getting to about that Richmond point of the schedule, and I kind of forgot that California only had 1 race per year in the Cup Series at that time. I think the 8 championships is going to be a lot easier than the 200 wins just because we have 20 seasons. And we're going to be like really good in the back half of our career, but for this specifically, for the 200 wins, that's going to be so tough. There's only 36 races in a season, so like theoretically speaking, you have to win like every race for like 6 seasons to get to that, roughly. And obviously that ain't going to happen.
Coming to you live from the Mecca of Motorsports, Lowe's.
Alright, well, finish strong. By finish strong, I mean we're just going to keep it clean. Maybe we get lucky with perfect timing cautions. Maybe we don't. More than likely, we probably won't. To put ourselves in those positions, we just got to finish off races. I think outside of Martinsville the rest of the year, I think we'll be okay as far as like keeping the car clean from start to finish of a race. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Martinsville is actually the next race. So that's where we're going to start off on the next episode on Monday.
There's 4.5 seconds between you and the lead.
Kind of surprised we could even still see the back of the field 4 laps into the race, to be completely honest. I mean, of the 1.5 mile/ intermediate tracks we have been to once earlier in the season, it is nice kind of rolling in here knowing the setup already, and we just kind of plug in and go. You know, that kind of helped with Dover to a certain extent. Next, so our goal this season was to not DNF and, you know, get a top 10 finish, which is unfortunate that we set the bar that low and we didn't. I mean, not DNFing in a full year, that's one thing. Not getting a single top 10 in a rookie season when we had opportunities to do so, that hurts, but I'm starting to feel at least better about myself knowing that this season's almost over and we just go into next season. Maybe we'll have something. I honestly don't know how I'm running as good as I am right now. Mike Skinner's that next car up there too. Should be a huge driver for us to beat. We somehow get to him, which I wouldn't have thought was even possible. We literally have the worst car we could possibly have. And we are running down Mike Skinner. The battle for 40th in points is going to be intense to the end of the year if this is what it's going to be like. Big block by Skinner. We're there. Wow. That's surprising. Definitely didn't see that coming into this race. I don't know when we should pit. I don't know if we pit with everybody else or if we try to run this long and hope for a caution, because there is a chance we can beat some of these guys on pace, which again I didn't think was possible coming into the race, but as you see, it is possible. Somebody's blowing up. That's another spot. Dale Jarrett. Starting to get a little tighter. Got some cars pitting. I think we pit with the cars around us. Come on, David Green, give me room. Jeez. Definitely could have given me a little bit more room. Green's pitting.
Number 16 is inside. Cars entering the track ahead. All clear base.
Eastmer's just coming out of the pits.
Watch the cars coming out of the pit space.
Gonna pit this time.
The 16 car is outside.
There is no way he was not speeding on the pit road, by the way. I mean, I was like right at about pit road speed. Maybe I could have went in a little bit hotter, but he was flying on the pit road. Jack Sprague, the car in front of me, he was hauling the mail coming in. XX Larry, thanks for tuning in. My lap down, we might be. Breeze Boost, 837, thanks for tuning in also. Well, unfortunately, we're last of everybody on the track. It was a clean stop. They were able to carry so much more speed getting onto pit road than I was, though. And they did pit. I mean, Skinner pitted like 3 laps before me. David Green pitted 1 lap before me.
Number 8 now left.
Back on the lead lap, temporarily.
Clear base.
Went longer into this race before going a lap down compared to Kansas. 15 or 16 laps in, not even. 13, 14 laps in there, I'd want a lap down. Try and get a top 35. That ain't going to happen. Not without a caution. And even then, that's going to be tough. Dale Jr. about to win another one. Are you kidding me?
The 8 car is the leader. He's going to put us a lap down if he gets by. Number 8 is
And
inside.
we are a lap down.
They're all wraps.
No chance that I was going to be able to hang on there. Corrected how loose I got off turn 2. I didn't make any adjustments on pit road. I definitely feel looser during this run.
Number 24 is outside. You're clear.
Jeff Gordon right behind us. There he goes.
24 car is inside.
Way too far behind Dale Jr. to catch him. We'll check out the point standings after this race right before the end of the stream. We'll have 5 races to go. And again, we will finish this rookie season off in the next video. Junior might win this championship. It's possible. I don't know where he sat after the Talladega kerfuffle that we had, but he was leading going into that race. I don't know if that would have helped or hurt him. Overdriving the car so badly now. I wasn't when I wasn't racing. It's weird. It's either I push too hard under a heavy pressure situation, or in this situation I'm just like not focusing enough because we're not racing for anything, and that's why I'm missing my marks now. What I do.
Go outside. Fuel is at hand. They're on both sides.
So way up in front of
The 12 car.
Ricky Rudd. There goes Newman. Little battle for third going on there.
Clear.
Comes Tony Stewart, 5th in the race. Unique paint scheme.
We haven't got much longer on that left front tire.
Oh,
The 20 car is inside.
that was bad.
Okay, we're clear.
I don't know if this helps. If I'm ever in that position again the rest of this season, I'm up there around 41st, 42nd. I need to pit the same exact lap as those guys. Have any sort of a shot of trying to beat them still. Even though it did seem like they were quicker on pit road than I was. We just lose too much time staying out even like 1, 2, 3 laps longer. And we fall so far back with not... It's not like we have a full run like in a normal race, so we don't have enough laps to catch them anymore. Even though we're quicker. Well, final lap of the stream coming up.
You're down on fuel. Right rear's getting warm. Take it easy out there. Just 2 laps left.
Unless somebody blows up on the final lap here. It's going to be a 42nd place finish. In the 2nd consecutive race. Going through the season goals. Saving up so we can unload the Daytona 500. Actually have a car capable of a solid finish, even better than what I had the first season. I still, it's unbelievable that 14th of the Daytona 500, my best season of the best finish of the season. Dale Jr. wins another one. And we're going to check out the points and the wins list. 42nd, greater than 43rd. You're not wrong. Thank you, Dale Jarrett, for blowing an engine early in the race, securing my 42nd place finish. Yeah, Martinsville is going to be tough. Phoenix could be tough too. Rockingham, at least I ran there early in the year, so might have something there. So Dale Jr. leading in points, 95-point lead over Tony Stewart with 5 races to go. Jeff Gordon's 227 back right now, so he's fading. Ricky Rudd, Kevin Harvick up to top 5 in points. Good run for him. And that's your top 10. We are 40th in points still, so we are barely getting our goal of being top 40 in points. That's why we're still getting some sort of sponsorship bonus. We're not qualifying top 35 anymore, unfortunately, but hopefully we can stay top 40. It's going to be tough, but we'll try it. 1629, 1608, yeah. Who knows? To the garage. 72,000 in the bank. To get an overhaul, we got to do the body first. So an overhaul on the body. We got 5 races left, so 6 races won't be enough. We'll need it for 4 races, so we got to get up over 108,000 by the next race. Or we repair it for even less than that. What was it for 2 races to have it done by? Two race overhaul. That ain't gonna work. 2. Okay, so I mean we can repair it in 1 race if we really want to. So we'll have to hold off at least 1 more race with that. Chassis, probably the same thing. Unless we build a new. You have something decent in 3 races. Repair ain't gonna really do much overhaul. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold off. We can overhaul the chassis now. Well, we have enough money to overhaul the chassis. So we overhaul the chassis. That'll be for Daytona. New one built in 3 races if we really want to. So now the body is all we're going to need for a Daytona car. Ideally, I'd want to overhaul it. But if we can't, we're going to have to repair it, which 1 race repair is only going to be 50 grand. So by Homestead, we just need 50 grand. We're at 21,000. So that's no big deal. Overhaul is going to help us a little bit more. Drafting is going to be at 55. Repair the drafting is going to be at 53. 53. that's going to wrap it up for the stream. We've got one more stream left for our rookie season, and then we'll finish that up. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good rest of your Saturday night. We'll have our Southern 500 live commentary stream starting tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, 5:30 tomorrow evening. Southern 500 pre-race for the live commentary stream. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you back and better than ever again tomorrow.